Yo guys, what is up? Today I come to you with my first live reaction of 2018 with Gintama Silver Soul Arc Episode 3. Now, it feels good to be doing these videos again because the last one I did was back in March of 2017 with my final review of the series called All Out, the rugby sports anime. So since then I haven't done any live reactions, but I thought I'm gonna do it for this episode because, you know, after last week's preview, and also because I was on Twitter earlier and I saw one or two pictures. I didn't see much, so that will spoil the fun. But it seems that this episode is going to be pretty serious. It's not going to be like last week's episode where it was just pure poop jokes and jokes overall. This episode is it's going to look pretty serious. And I thought, you know, try to throw in some of these type of videos while I can, especially for this last season. And most definitely I'm going to see if I'm going to do a live reaction for the last episode, simply because it's the last one and I want you guys to see what I'm going through, the emotions I'm going to portray through that last episode. So here I am. Now, that being said, let's start the video. So some serious stuff is about to happen. Now you must be homesick this time. I hear your wife back home is close to giving birth. So we're in space. And Shigaku, he's speaking to someone. Gunpowder Prince Ensho. Shijaku. So he looks very human. Even Shijaku, despite the pointy ears, they look very human. So there are some Amanto that are just like Kagura that has very human-like features, but there's something that justifies them as being aliens from outer space for some reason. Custom says, if you return home from war without nothing in your hand, you can't deem yourself a father. And his wife will kick his butt and send him back to the battlefield. That's a good wife. He ain't coming home without that treasure. Oh, he has such a pretty wife. Talking about that, this dude, Ensho, his voice sounds so familiar. I know I heard his voice somewhere. I know that. I know I heard his voice. Bure. Seems like your wife emerged. Oh. Oh, your wife. Gate went out of control. Altana. Your wife's dead. Oh, the Altana that was on the planet that his wife was on, it was destroyed. Oh, his wife's dead. Oh. Dang. So those two were working together to fight the Tendo Shu, Shijaku and Ensho. I know I heard his voice somewhere. Oh my god. He got the Kagami eyebrows. The fork eyebrows. Let's skip the opening. A delinquent kid has long neck hair? What? Okay, so we see Ote by her father's grave, and Shinpachi's visiting her. And for many that don't know or don't remember, their dad died way before the series started. And we knew that from like way back in season 1. I just blindly chased after the back of the strange samurai I saw back then. Oh yes, the first time he met Gintoki when was to save Ote from the Monto that was gonna use her to be like a carpet girl. For basically to show her legs, if you don't remember that episode. I believe it was either episode 3 or 4 that we first saw Shinpachi and Ote. It's pretty nice. Gotta love them, they're still walking around here. Ah. So we have where Tama, Kagura, and Catherine are walking, and we have the humans just giving them nasty looks. And unfortunately, that's something we have to expect, because even though right now temporarily they're being protected by the Liberation Army, they're being protected from the Liberation Army, the humans have something against the Monto currently right now. This is totally different than them just being able to tolerate or cooperate with them prior to everything that has happened. But now, like, they're giving them some nasty looks. And they think Catherine was an old man. Please don't lump Kagura-sama. This is Tama. Please don't lump Kagura-sama in with the Liberation Army. She has the power to destroy Earth before them if she so wishes. That's not helping the situation, Tama. Now you make her seem worse than the Liberation Army. That's not helping. That's not helping. So you have to rebuild some stuff. Yeah, it's discrimination that they're facing. Even if Earth does survive, there may not be a place for us here. Ah, they're showing when Kagura first met Gintoki and Shinpachi. Good memories. That's good memories right there. Those guys were squatting in my space. They shamelessly made themselves at home without even paying any rent. Turns out I was the one with unwanted guests. Maybe that's what you call a real home. Even if you lose your house or your planet, that place alone remains strong and await your return. It exists within us as well. A place for you and everyone else to return. You know, what I love is that they made Thomas so human as each episode went by and each season. I love that, man. Yeah, they're taking a step back. So Gintoki went missing. And he's in a library. He's in the library reading Jump. Okay. So he said, wait, what? They're making a second live action Gintama movie. Now, as you know, the first live action movie did extremely well in Japan when it came out in July of 2017, July 14. It did extremely well to the point now it's in production for a second movie. In the manga now, this same segment happened, but it was with the first movie. So they were talking about in the manga. I don't remember exactly what chapter it was. I think it was either between 605 or 604. Either two of those chapters. And Gintoki was talking about the first movie. He was talking about that. So you know Gintama is always going to make references to itself and break the fourth wall. I had no idea this was decided while I was out in space. Oguri Shun returns to the role of Sakata Gintoki. I did not think they was going to put this in. Cause I'm like, how are they going to work this if, you know, the first movie already was done? But I'm glad they did this. He barely passed with long legs. Oh my god. What do you think you guys are doing to Oguri Shun's jaw? Oh my gosh. Actually, now that I remember it, that chapter, I guess they're gonna cut it out for time constraint, but Kakura was talking about her live action character, the person who plays her in the movie, and talking about something about her being pretty. At least she's pretty. Aw, they didn't show it. Unless it's gonna happen in the next episode. So Sadaharu's been investigating as well. But I like the fact that they actually mentioned the second movie. So for those who did not get to see the movie that came out in theaters, in limited theaters here in the States, I didn't even get to see it myself. The next day you can actually watch it is the 22nd. So if you're a Gintama fan, go look it up. I'm going to put it in the links for you guys to see which movie theater you can watch the live action movie and which theater is near you to watch it. So it was on the 20th and the 22nd. Where did this picture come from? And I can't wait for the second movie. Oh yes, Sadaharu was made with CGI technology. He wants a real life actor this time. Oh, they're getting ganged up on by a whole lot of people. You guys want to request actors too? Sorry, but these days they can add as many extras as they want with just CGI. And they're attacking them. So we don't know why they're attacking them. Nobody! She's so pretty. Haven't seen her in a year. And this time she wants to be played in the second movie. So, directors, you heard. Nobume wants someone to play her in the movie as well. She better have a good voice, a good actor. Yes. Oh, so the people that's after them is the Naruku all day. That's what, you know who's there then. You know who's there. If the Naruku is there, if the Naruku is there, then you know. Why is he dressed like a Super Saiyan? The armor of a Saiyan. Wait, what? Did nobody realize this? He has the Saiyan uniform from the Frieza arc. The one that Vegeta wore. Not the Saiyan but that armor that he used to wear. Yo, Utsuro's here. Oh my god. Yo, that dude looks so creepy. I am here to die along with you all. Yes, Utsuro wants to kill himself along with everybody else. That's his plan. That's his ultimate plan. Hanzo! When was the last time we seen him? Oh man. Been so long. So he was observing the government, the Bakufu, and they're arguing amongst each other. So they're showing the flashback when Nobunobu was talking to them about retreating their men. Kubo should see its intentions between us to expand the war. It's Utsuro. Oh, there's Ensho. Blame me for starting this war. You're a former royalty who is acting as a mercenary. Okay, so Shijaku was former. He was of high ranking before. He used to be some prince then, or king. Freedom without responsibility will only lead to destruction. It may be our responsibility to stop this war. Yeah, pretty much they did. Yo! That was nasty! How they died? His wife was pregnant. Oh. His wife was pregnant when she died. Oh dang, I feel bad for this dude. You know, he's not bad looking, he's rather pretty. Sent to Earth, found a shipwreck some time ago. So Ensho is about to show Shijaku something. Like some secret. This war cannot end because it's already over. They are arch enemies, the Tendoshu. Bits and pieces of them are in like these tanks. Like remainings of them. So remember when they said, I believe it was back during the Rakuyo arc, and they said the Tendoshu had parts of blood from Utsuro. That's why they were able to continue living for such a long time. In exchange for the keys to the Altanas that are placed on different planets. So these are just the remaining bits of them that's in these tanks. And they're not dead. As are there enemies who are willing to be targets for our hate. So he's using them for what? The Liberation Army needs an enemy. If everything is already over, there won't be an end of us. So... Oh, no. Oh! There's zombies! We're gonna have zombies in this show. So this dude, Ensho, wants to create, on top of what's going on, an even bigger war because of everything that he has lost. So he's going to use the Tendoshu, and then he's going to use the Shogun. They are going to be his puppets or enemies, and to prolong this war until, I don't know to the effect of the same as Utsuro, but yo, that corpse is moving. Oh no. That look nasty. We keep hating, so he's using hate as is just a cycle that keeps going on, so he can stay on the battlefield in a way to pay back for what he's lost. And he's going to take Shijaku as a... Yeah, this is for his wife. He's going to use Shijaku and Nobunobu, and he's going to use the Tendoshu as basically scapegoats. Simply because, like I said, he lost everything. So he doesn't want this to end until he's satisfied. So he'll cause another war. And then on top of that, he'll kill the people who are rioting against him and the Liberation Army, and then take over Earth. That's his plan. If he was to show up anywhere, you hear the most dangerous and hard to crack spot. Everybody's dead. The Liberation's army's been wiped out. Their troops. Yup. Everyone is a tool to the Utsuro. If I don't fight, if I don't defeat him, there's no ending for me. Not unless I take you out. You Earlings are the ones who ignored our ceasefire and took aim at us first. Died together with a Tendoshu. So he's putting blame on the Earthlings for something they didn't do. Tell him, Sakamoto. There won't be a war. Okay, so if you don't want a war, what do you want? It'll be all over before you can look up at the sky and blink. This is but a ritual sacrifice. This dude is... He's sending everybody to kill everybody. Everybody's going to die. What? Everybody's going to die. Yo, Gito, he couldn't hit him. He couldn't hit Utsuro. I told you they're zombies. They look nasty. Oh my god. Yeah, they got a little bit of his blood. He's using... Oh my... They're fakes using a few... Yo, they look so creepy. Will you withdraw your sword and wait to die with the planet? Or will you use it to fight me and die right here? Pick and choose. You're free to choose. Then, I'll use his sword to crush both you and the Liberation Army. That was nasty. Those corpses look disturbing. And I don't know how Gintoki and them is going to defeat them, the fact that they have Utsuro's blood, but there may be a way. But now things have taken a turn for the worse. So now Nobu and Sakamoto are held hostage. And if you guys didn't know, Katsura is nowhere to be seen, even though he was with them. And we, of course, were introduced to a new character, Ensho, who basically has a grudge. And I can't say it's petty, because while he was living on the battlefield, he had a wife that encouraged him back home. And not only that, he was waiting for his child to be born and to be, with his family. And the fact that he lost everything, he has to take his frustration and anger and hatred towards the Tendo Shu that actually was the cause for the destruction of his empire and everything that he cared for. And so he wants to basically end everything, but prolong it at the same time. So, there's another dude that's coming into this war, and he's gonna play a role, and we're gonna see how we deal with him, how everybody's gonna get out this situation. And looking from the preview, we have another new character. Okay, how is Sakamoto and Nobunobu gonna come out of the situation alive, as well as Shijaku, because he's held as hostage at this point. And now Gintoki is gonna have to face Kagura, Shinpachi, and Nobume is gonna have to face against Naruku corpses, or basically zombies at this point, because they look like the undead, which is pretty scary. And then they're gonna have to face Utsuro. So the situation just turned for the worse. Like, we had a little comedy in this episode, but you saw how quickly it has gotten dark by the later half of the episode. So if you saw this week's episode of Gintama Silver Soul Arc, episode 3, do tell me in the comment section below on how you felt about this week's episode. What are you expecting for next week's episode? And were you expecting Utsuro to be able to use his power in that sort of sense? Or have you ever been able to tell for the fact that, he always lived for that long, or he could use it to that effect? And were you pretty creeped out by the zombies? And are you excited for these new characters that are coming in, and what their involvement is with the war, and how all of this is just going to play out? How is everybody going to survive after this? We don't know. So also check out the links in the description box. The link for the movie, for the live action movie, the first one, I'll leave it there, so that way you guys can buy your tickets and be able to watch the second viewing that's coming out on the 22nd, which is tomorrow. So I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye.